It's blasphemy. It's unbelievable. I mean, the guy shows up every year in and year out, putting up numbers, leading his team.
Well, a lot of the things that get said about Dak Prescott are because of the play, but it's also because he's a quarterback, and quarterbacks are constantly picked apart in this world that we live in, NFL, other than Patrick Mahomes.
Dak Prescott, $60 million per year, 2 playoff wins, one burning question. Did the Cowboys just make the most expensive mistake in NFL history? Let's break down this high-stakes decision that's got everyone talking. Fourth-round draft pick to the highest-paid player in NFL history, Dak Prescott's journey has been nothing short of remarkable. His rise to stardom culminated in a jaw-dropping $240 million contract extension, averaging $60 million per year. That's a lot of zeros for a quarterback who started his career as a backup. Prescott's regular season performance has been impressive. In 2023, he led the NFL with 36 touchdown passes and achieved a career-high passer rating of 105.9. These numbers put him in the conversation for MVP, finishing second in the voting. It's clear why the Cowboys see him as their franchise quarterback. But here's where things get interesting. Despite his regular season heroics, Prescott's playoff record stands at a modest 2-5. This stark contrast raises an important question. Is Dak's regular season brilliance enough to justify this massive payday? The answer could define the Cowboys' future for years to come. Regular season hero, playoff zero? Dak Prescott's postseason struggles tell a different story than his impressive stats might suggest. What's really happening when the stakes are highest? And can the Cowboys' $240 million man overcome this playoff puzzle? Let's talk about the elephant in the room, Dak's playoff record. It's a head-scratcher, isn't it? 2 wins, 5 losses. That's not just disappointing, it's a stark contrast to his regular season brilliance. But what's behind these numbers? Let's rewind, shall we? It's January 2024, and the Cowboys are facing the Packers in the wild card round. The stakes are high, the tension's palpable. But instead of rising to the occasion, Prescott throws 2 interceptions, including a pick 6 that puts Dallas in an early hole. The result? A crushing 48-32 loss that left fans wondering if their star quarterback has what it takes to win when it matters most. This isn't just a one-off bad game. It's part of a pattern that's got critics buzzing. Take Stephen A. Smith, for example. He's not pulling any punches, saying Prescott, quote, folds like a cheap tent, unquote, in crucial playoff moments. Ouch. Smith even goes as far as questioning Prescott's value compared to younger quarterbacks. It's a harsh critique, but is there truth to it? The numbers don't lie. Prescott's playoff performances have been inconsistent at best. He's shown flashes of brilliance, sure, but when the pressure's on, something seems to change. It's like watching 2 different quarterbacks, the regular season superstar and the postseason struggler. But here's the thing, Prescott knows he needs to do better. After the Packers loss, he said, quote, we just had to continue to build and understand that the regular season success doesn't automatically mean postseason success, unquote. It's a refreshing bit of self-awareness, but will it translate to better results? This playoff puzzle isn't just about stats, it's about leadership, about rising to the occasion when your team needs you most. The Cowboys haven't been to a Super Bowl since January 1996. That's a long drought for a franchise known as America's team. And fair or not, much of that pressure falls on the quarterback's shoulders. Could it be that the weight of expectations is too much? The Cowboys aren't just any team, they're a global brand with a fan base that accepts nothing less than championship level play. Is Prescott feeling the heat of those expectations when the playoffs roll around? Or is it a matter of strategy? Some argue that Prescott's style of play, which works so well in the regular season, becomes predictable in the high-stakes environment of the playoffs. Defenses have more time to prepare and the margin for error shrinks. Could this be why we see a different Dak in January? Whatever the reason, it's clear that something needs to change. The Cowboys have invested heavily in Prescott, both financially and in terms of their future. They're betting that he can overcome these playoff hurdles and lead them back to the promised land. But the question remains, can Dak's regular season excellence translate to playoff success, or is something holding him back? Is it a mental block, a strategic issue, or simply bad luck? The answer could define not just Prescott's legacy, but the future of the entire Cowboys organization. As doubts swirl around Prescott's postseason prowess, one man stands firm in his conviction. Jerry Jones, known for his bold moves, just made his biggest gamble yet. But is he holding a winning hand, or is this a bluff that could cost the Cowboys everything? Jerry Jones, the charismatic owner of the Dallas Cowboys, has never been one to shy away from high-stake decisions. His latest move, backing Dak Prescott with a jaw-dropping $240 million contract extension. It's a bet that that's got everyone talking, from diehard fans to seasoned analysts. But what's going on in Jerry's mind? What does he see that others might be missing? Let's take a closer look at Jerry's perspective. He's not just throwing money around. There's a method to his madness. Jones has expressed unwavering confidence in Prescott's abilities both on and off the field. He believes that Prescott's qualities as a person and a quarterback will, quote, age well, unquote, suggesting that the best is yet to come for the Cowboys' signal caller. But it's not just about Prescott's skills. Jones sees something deeper, a leader who can rally the team and embody the spirit of America's team. He's gone on record saying, quote, he's one of the best leaders I've ever been around, unquote. That's high praise for a man who's seen his fair share of NFL greats. Now, you may be wondering, is this just Jerry being Jerry? After all, he's known for his larger-than-life personality and bold statements. But there's more to it than that. Jones has been down this road before, back in the glory days of the 1990s. He knows firsthand the link between big contracts and championship success. Think back to Troy Aikman, the last quarterback to lead the Cowboys to a Super Bowl victory. Jones is betting that lightning can strike twice. But here's where things get interesting. The Cowboys' strategy in these negotiations wasn't just about throwing money at Prescott. There was a sense of urgency, a feeling that they needed to get this deal done before the season kicked off. Jones himself admitted, quote, I think we all felt a little energy to come on in and get to a point where we could say yes, unquote. This suggests that the Cowboys see Prescott as a crucial piece of their championship puzzle, not just for now, but for the long haul. Of course, this massive contract doesn't come without its challenges. Jones acknowledged the financial tightrope they're walking. He asked himself, quote, can we have the kind of success that Dak deserves, we deserve, his teammates deserve, our fans deserve? Can we do that and get in the range to afford Dak? Unquote. It's a balancing act that will require some serious financial gymnastics in the years to come. But for Jones, this isn't just about dollars and cents. It's about sending a message. By making this huge investment in Prescott, he's telling the world that the Cowboys are all in on their quarterback. He's tying the team's future and his own legacy to Prescott's success. As Jones puts it, quote, I think Dak is our quarterback for the rest of my time, unquote. That's a powerful vote of confidence that could have far-reaching effects on the team's culture and performance. So, what might this mean for Dak and the Cowboys moving forward? Well, with Jerry's full backing, Prescott might feel a new level of confidence and freedom on the field. This could translate into even better regular season performances. And who knows, maybe it'll be the key to unlocking those elusive playoff victories. On the flip side, there's no denying the pressure that comes with such a massive contract. Every interception, every loss will be scrutinized more than ever. But if anyone can handle that pressure, it's Prescott. He's shown remarkable poise throughout his career, even in the face of intense contract negotiations. Remember, this is the guy who said, quote, I stopped honestly listening to things Jerry Jones says to the media a long time ago. It doesn't really hold weight with me, unquote. That's the kind of mental toughness that could serve him well in the seasons to come. Mental toughness is one thing, but what about on-field performance? The Cowboys just made a $240 million gamble on Dak Prescott, but could they have found a better quarterback elsewhere? Let's break down this massive decision and see if it's a stroke of genius or a potential disaster. First, let's consider why the Cowboys might have made the right call. Jerry Jones isn't getting any younger, and at 81, he's hungry for another Super Bowl. It's been 28 long years since the Cowboys last hoisted the Lombardi Trophy. Drafting a rookie quarterback would take time to develop, and there's no guarantee of success. Plus, there's no clear heir apparent on the current roster. Prescott, on the other hand, is a known quantity with a proven track record of regular season success. But here's where things get tricky. Prescott's playoff record is less than stellar, sitting at a disappointing 2-5. He also struggled against teams with winning records, which doesn't bode well for postseason success. Some argue that the Cowboys could have explored other options, like drafting a young quarterback on a cheap rookie contract. After all, they've had success finding franchise quarterbacks in unexpected places before. Prescott himself was a 4th-round pick, and Tony Romo was an undrafted free agent. The extension also comes with some serious financial implications. The Cowboys have already locked up star receiver CeeDee Lamb with a 4-year, $136 million deal. That's a lot of money tied up in just 2 players. But here's the thing. The NFL salary cap is expected to keep rising, which could help offset some of the financial pressure. Prescott himself seems to understand the weight of this decision. He's acknowledged the pressure that comes with his new contract, saying, quote, I understand that this team won't be the same after this, unquote. This self-awareness could be a key to his future success. If he can translate this understanding into improved playoff performance, the Cowboys' gamble could pay off in a big way. So, what does all this mean for the future of the Cowboys? This decision could shape the franchise for years to come. If Prescott can overcome his playoff struggles and lead the team to a Super Bowl victory, he'll cement his place in Cowboys lore and justify every penny of his massive contract. But if the postseason disappointments continue, this deal could go down as one of the most expensive mistakes in NFL history. The Cowboys' decision to extend Dak Prescott is a bold move that could shape their future. With a massive $240 million contract, expectations are sky sky high. Prescott's regular season success is impressive, but his playoff record remains a concern. Jerry Jones believes in Prescott's leadership and potential, comparing this investment to past successes with Troy Aikman. But critics like Stephen A. Smith question if Prescott can deliver when it matters most. Prescott himself seems ready for the challenge, saying, quote, "I feel the best that I have. I'm as smart as I've ever been," unquote. His focus on team success over all individual accolades could be the key to overcoming playoff hurdles. As we look ahead, the question remains, will Prescott lead the Cowboys back to Super Bowl glory, or will his contract become a cautionary tale? The upcoming season could provide some answers. What do you think about Prescott's chances of success?